What's good, YouTube? Target here, and welcome to another episode of Design and Manage, my City Skylines and Modded Let's Play series. In the last episode we have worked on our mountain stadium. We have decorated it quite a bit by adding some trees and also some connections such as the monorail station and also a cable car network. And today it's the moment that many of you have been expecting. We are finally going to make and develop the monorail circuit, and we are going to activate it. So without further ado, let's start working on that. I know I have explained how I want the monorail line to go, but just in case you have forgotten, I'm gonna explain it again. So pretty much I've decided that I want to make a circular line. I will pretty much go around the entire map through the most populated areas. I will pretty much go through all the buildable cities, or buildable islands should I say, and I will eventually connect everything back again to our public transport hub that you see over here, which is actually the first station that I've started building. So I think, well, I've already made the bridge right along the railroad, and I think I will continue the line through around over here. I think I will come it right along this avenue. Then I will go right along the coastline of this river, or maybe I will grab this IO over here, I haven't decided yet. But then I will connect to this island that is scarred by our earthquake that happened a couple of episodes ago. Then I will connect again to this island over here. I of course will have to buy this tile. Then I will make a bridge about this location, and I will grab this small segment of land, and I will make a bridge parallel to this highway bridge that will connect to this avenue. And I will pretty much continue the monorail line until I get around this area, and I will convert this avenue into an avenue with a monorail line again, and I will continue moving forward, and I will continue and connect it to this already existing segment of monorail that will pretty much go through the entire Hausa Mountain, go through the stadium, and go back to our public transport hub. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan. So I think we can start building, so let's just do that. Alright guys, I have paused the simulation so that we don't spend the necessary money on this. And I think I'm gonna start off by placing our first monorail station, or at least the first monorail station of this circuit. And I think I'm gonna make one at about over here. I'm gonna make sure to turn it off, and now we can make a connection and make a bridge. By the way, I think I'm gonna do all of this live. This episode will be somewhat different, so no time lapse. At least that's the plan, and I hope you guys don't mind. Alright, so I have a connection. I think I want to have the pillars aligned, so I'm gonna delete this back again, and I'm gonna connect it. Yeah, make a pillar line with a pillar of our railroad bridge, and I'm gonna continue it all the way until here. And again, let's make sure the pillars are aligned. There we go. Look at this, beautiful. And now I think we can connect it directly to the segment that we have over here. So let's just continue the monorail until here, until the railroad starts to curve, and we can now connect it and connect the two segments together. Let's see if I can do this, and should be at around over here. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, let's continue. I think I will want my monorail line to go around over here, parallel to this highway roundabout, and I'm gonna go all the way until here. And unfortunately I have this pillar on the way, which doesn't allow me to keep moving forward, but maybe I can connect them like this. No, I cannot, so we need to find another way of doing this, probably like this. And now I think I want to do a symmetric connection right on the other side, so I think this is gonna be it. Yeah, there we go, seems pretty okay. Now we just keep moving forward. Now, I thought about it, and I've decided that I'm not going to put a monorail station on the commercial sector. And I know that it doesn't make any sense. It would make a lot more sense if I did indeed place a station here, since this is a very populated area, but the reason is I have already a metro station. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. I have already a metro station that connects this area to our public transport hub directly, so there's pretty much no point in having a station over here, because most people will prefer the metro because it's faster. So yeah, I'm just gonna go around it. I am gonna go around the commercial district, and I think I'm gonna make a line that goes right behind the mall, so maybe about over here and over here as well. Good. Now I think I can connect this with a curve. Let's try and do this, and there you go. That is fine for me. So I'm just gonna keep moving forward, and right about until here, this is the place where I can start curving. And now I'm gonna make a straight line that goes all the way over here, like this. Good. And yes, I know I've deleted some power lines. We will correct that in a minute. And let's just, maybe I want to go, let's just delete this segment and make a very big curve that connects over here. Alright, beautiful. Let's just connect the power lines before anything bad happens, and connect it over here. Oh, this is actually very ugly, so let's try and make this parallel, or at least somewhat parallel. Okay, that's better. And let's just keep going. And I think we can make a bridge over here that will connect to this island. And yeah, that seems a very decent bridge. Yeah, I think we'll keep it. And now we will have to find a way to wrap around this island and connect to this one. And for that I will need to buy a tile, and I'm gonna buy this tile. So yeah, let's just do it. There we go. Okay, now I need to make a connection to this new island, and I think I'm gonna make a bridge at about over here. Like this is enough. Yeah, pretty good. And now I'm gonna continue and just make a straight line, hopefully, or maybe in the future when I zone something over here, I will modify this line and make it a bit interesting, but for now a straight line will suffice. So let me just connect these two together like this. Okay, pretty decent curve. And now it's time for us to connect it to this small segment of land over here. And for that I think I am going to maybe it's a better idea to just start from here. So I'm just gonna upgrade this to an avenue with a monorail incorporated, and I'm gonna make a bridge directly, and I'm gonna connect it at about, let's see, I need to make sure this is a 180-degree angle. I think this will be okay. Yeah, I will pretty much just grab this small segment of land. Alright, pretty good. And now I think I'm just gonna connect it over here. Is this okay? Yeah, that should be okay. Now let's just connect everything. Okay, kind of a tight curve, but that's fine. I even think I can raise this a little bit, so let's just do that. Alright, we need to make sure these are the same height, so maybe this will be it. There's only one way to find out. Let's now just connect them and let's see if this is straight. Yeah, this is pretty horizontal for me. I think that will work. And now I'll just have to connect these two segments. I'm gonna try to make this not as boring as possible, so I think I'm gonna make a straight road that comes all the way until here, and then it will come at about, let's try with this angle, and now let's connect it. Okay, I think that's better. That will allow for a smoother curve, And let me just zoom in because I cannot see anything. And just connect it at about over here. Okay, that's pretty smooth to me. And oh, we need to raise this step a little bit again. So yeah, let's just try and rebuild this. Let's go and keep going straight ahead. Make sure it's an 180-degree angle, and we'll just go a tiny bit forward or a tiny bit up and come about over here. Maybe now this is the same height, and we'll just connect it back. Yeah, and there we go. That's pretty good. You know, for the sake of symmetry, I think I'm even going to make this angle over here as tight as this one. So let's do that, and let's just keep expanding our monorail like this. Okay, now let's connect it, and yeah, that seems fine. Let's just check the height level. Perfect, everything is okay. And now we just need to upgrade all of this into a road or an avenue with monorails, and hopefully I will be able to do this without any problem. I know that I've skipped a segment that I wasn't able to upgrade. I will go back there in a moment. Just upgrade all of this, and now we need to find a way to make this work. I think the only solution will be to elevate this road over here and also this pedestrian pathway. So yeah, let's just do that. Oh, but by the way, I will want to make a station at around this location, and I think I'm gonna make it right about over here. How about that? Let me just try this out. Okay, this will be it. Let me just delete this, and hopefully I will be able to place it without any problems. Yeah, look at this. Perfect. Really like how it fits. It's pretty cool. And let's just connect it. Oh, I think this is going to give us some height level issues. Let me just delete this for a minute. Yeah, this is pretty irregular. Maybe if I delete this and I connect it back, it will be okay. Okay, kind of a slope over here, but I think that will be fine. I also cannot forget about the zonings that disappeared. But for now, let me just connect this road back again. I need to make a higher ramp, so to say. So I think I'm gonna come at about one above, and now I can, let me just try this. Okay, so one full block is not enough. Let's try and raise it up a small segment. Still not enough. Well, how about two? Yeah, there we go, perfect. So let's just disable the road guidelines and do it like this. Okay, now we'll just have to make a tiny connection, and I think this will be it. Perfect. And now we can connect it again over here. Yeah, I think this will be enough. I think the slope is not that steep, so that will be a good solution. Now I need to do the same at around over here with the pedestrian pathway. Alright, pretty good connections. So now let me just rezone everything that was accidentally dezoned. This residential is okay, and everything is pretty much fine up until this point. Now, yes, I cannot forget to turn this station off, at least for the time being, even though the game is paused, but just to give me a little bit more comfort. And perhaps I should place another station right about over here, next to this intersection. So how about that? Let's just make another one. And where is it? Yeah, there we go. And now we just have to connect it back. And yeah, I think maybe I will make this pedestrian pathway go around the station. I think that will look pretty cool. Or even, perhaps I think I have a better idea. I'm just gonna delete this, and I'm gonna grab the avenue. Where is it? Let's see if I can find it. I'm gonna go all the way until here. Okay, I'm gonna grab the pathway. I'm gonna connect it over here, and now hopefully I will be able to place a station without any issues. And there we go. Yeah, perfect, look at that. Now I'll just have to connect everything back again. Okay, and maybe I can even delete this and rebuild it all the way until here. Okay, perfect. And I think I'm even going to make a connection from this pathway to this station. So yeah, and I'm gonna do that by deleting this, going all the way until here. Okay, now we can connect it like this, pretty good. And now I can simply start going down the hill. Is this too steep? It's a bit steep, but I just want to make sure I come all the way until over here. Maybe is this too steep? It's a bit steep, but I think it will work out pretty good. Now let's just come from the ground level until over here. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty okay. Let me just rezone everything back again. And yeah, there we go, that's fine. And I'm gonna make a small commercial block over here as well. Perfect. Okay, finally, let's make the final stretch of monorail. So let's just upgrade this entire avenue to an avenue with the monorail incorporated. I will have to delete our fantastic elevated pathway, but we will rebuild it later on, and this is where we'll start having some problems. Yep, problems with the highway. I think the most effective solution will be to get away from the avenue, make sure the monorail line gets off this highway and goes parallel to the road, and then we can elevate it and go over the highway. Because the other solution would be to continue the avenue with monorail and raise the elevation of the highway, which I do not want to do. I do not want to touch this highway. Alright guys, I found a pretty decent solution to the problem we were having. So I've been trying to get a monorail road throughout over here, and that gave me quite a bit of headache, so I just gave up on that idea and I've decided to come about over here on the other side of the railroad. And this I will have a station over here, and I've also placed this pedestrian pathway that will allow for an easy transfer between the regional train station and also the monorail connection. This way I was also able to maintain this pedestrian bridge that I have over here, as well as this one over here. So as you can see, it goes neatly underneath the ramp. And I'm also able to make a very smooth ramp regarding the monorail line. It's not as smooth as I hoped it would be, but for the vanilla game I think that's pretty okay. And I also this way, by not making this avenue into a avenue with monorail, I was also able to avoid a very sharp 90-degree angle over here. I think that's not very appealing to see. But yeah, this is pretty okay now. I'm just gonna turn this station off so that we do not spend unnecessary money when we're using the simulation. And I think now I'm gonna start going down. What is the cost of this? 566. So let's just go buy 2 tiles on 565. Where did I see 66? I don't even know. Doesn't matter. And let's just try to do this as symmetric as possible. 470 now. And 470. There we go. Now I cannot go straight ahead, so I think I will have to go alongside the railroad like this. I'll connect it over here. Okay, and finally we just have to connect these two segments together and the whole thing will be a wrap. So I think I'm just gonna make a small little segment, and I think I'm gonna come at about a 45-degree angle, if I can get it. Let's see, oh, there we go. Maybe go a bit straight ahead, and I'm gonna go one block higher. I'm gonna delete this connection. I'm gonna go straight ahead, that's pretty good. And I wonder if I can connect this directly. Yes, I can, but I wanna make a smoother curve if that's possible. Let's see if I'm able to do that. And there you go. Okay, let's see if this is smooth enough. Yeah, this is smooth enough. I like it. Actually, you know what, guys? I really don't like this, so I'm just gonna delete this. And I'm gonna think of another solution. I think we can continue this segment all the way until here. Maybe we can make a 45-degree angle on this location. Continue it to around over here as well. And now let's go by 2 blocks deep. Now hopefully we can connect these two segments very smoothly. So I'm gonna come right about over here, and I don't know, is this gonna be fine? Oh yeah, and it fits very nicely with this curve over here. They're not the smoothest, but they fit next to each other. Yeah. And yeah, there you go, guys. I think the whole thing is finished. The entire line is now complete. Let's just have a quick look around it. So we go all the way until here, over here as well. We cross these rivers, we connect to our residential suburbs. We go around the roundabout and we come through here. We come to right through the scarred river. We go through this island to this other island that I have yet to populate, come at around here and eventually connect back to the city, where we'll have 1 station, 2 stations and 3 stations over here, and maybe I'll place another one over here as well when I have some buildings. And then of course we have this station. Alright, perfect. Before I resume the simulation, there's actually something that I would like to point out. So if you notice, our budget or our income is quite small, around 1400, and the reason why it's so small is because on the last episode I have provided a lot of things that have high maintenance cost, such as the cable car network and also this monorail connection, just this monorail line, as well as all of these parks that are placed and clustered in this location. Because I did not increase my residential zoning or my commercial or industrial, and I have no additional taxpayers, my budget pretty much decreased. And I got a feeling that when I resume the simulation, because I've placed such a large segment of monorail line, my budget is gonna drop even more, perhaps even into the red zone. That's why I have disabled all of these stations, because I want to see what exactly is going to happen to my budget. And I don't know, guys, there's a chance that we might have to do some emergency zoning so that our budget goes back to normal. But there's only one way to find out. I'm going to resume the simulation and I'm going to see what happens to our budget. Are you ready for this? So let's just yeah, resume this, see what happens. Okay, so I've been running the game on 3 speed for a while, and our budget dropped into the red zone quite dramatically, but it quickly recovered. So I think we're fine for now. If I go into the budget section, we can see that I am now spending almost 2000 simoleons, or whatever this currency is, into just the monorail lines. I have no monorail station activated. So I think I'm gonna try and activate the stations one by one and see how that affects our budget. And I've already been checking out the map, and I think I'm gonna activate this one first, because if you see, all of these buildings are on level 4. Yeah, this one over here. So I think if I activate this station, it will boost the land value of this area and it will force these buildings to upgrade to level 5, which will increase our budget. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna activate this one, and yeah, let's see what happens. Let's activate it. We kind of got some buildings set because there's going to be a lot of noise pollution over here, but in the long term I believe that will make our citizens happier. Let's see what happens. Let's see if anything upgrades. Oh, silly me, nothing is upgrading because we still haven't made a monorail line. So yeah, I think we need to first and foremost activate this thing over here, the monorail bus hub. This is a very dramatic building. It has quite a large upkeep, but I think it will pay off. So now let's just make a line that will connect to this station. Yeah, everything is happy now, and I'm gonna connect it back over here. Oh, look at that, I see some things upgrading. Alright guys, now we have our first monorails traveling around our city, and we're gonna ride one in a minute or so. Of course, we still do not have a circular line because we only have 2 stations activated, but as I activate more stations, the line will cover the entire city. Okay, given the fact that our budget is handling the situation pretty okay, I think we can activate the rest of the stations. So let's just do that and see what happens. If this has a negative impact on our budget, we'll just disable some of them, but for now let's just see what happens. And there's only one missing, yeah, and this is it. And now I can make and expand our lines pretty much. So let me just come all the way over here. Let me grab this stop and place it, where is it? Over here, good. And let's just replenish the stops. Alright guys, I have activated all the monorail stations all across the map, and I've also placed 2 circular lines that cover the entire city, as you can see right about over here. And we seem to have a problem, which is we have no people using it whatsoever. But that's only because I've only activated them right now, so what I think we're gonna do is let the game run a bit on 3 speed, and I'll meet you guys in a second to show you the development. For now, I will just show you some cinematic shots. Enjoy! Alright guys, I hope you have enjoyed these cinematic shots. I've let the game run for a while and it seems that everything is now stabilized. If we go to our public transport view, we can see that a lot more people are now using our monorails, around 200 people. And this number can even grow because when I add some stations to the other islands that have still no buildings developed inside, the amount of passengers will actually catapult, because the only way to get to those islands will be by monorail or ferry. At least that's the plan for now. Overall, I am pretty satisfied with the final result. Our public transport area got quite a boost in traffic, so to say. We have quite the number of people using it, and look at this, people are now using the monorail. We have spent so many episodes with this station disabled that now it even feels strange to see people inside it. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I know this is something that most of you have been expecting, and I hope that today I was able to satisfy that demand. Now that we have a working monorail network, I'm going to delete the bus lines that connect to this stadium, just like I've mentioned on a previous episode, because we don't need them anymore. So I'm just going to go to this panel and I'm going to delete the line number 40 and the line number 39. That is the one that is showing on the screen. And there we go. They are now deleted. And now you have this entire station that will be capable of handling multiple bus lines. And I'm going to use them to make regional bus routes, and I'll probably use them to connect and send people to locations such as this one or this one or this one over here, stuff like that. But no local bus routes, this will pretty much be regional bus routes. And I've also noticed something, which is oh yeah, multiple issues around this station because this road is pretty much not connected to anything. So let's just add a quick connection just for the time being. I'm not gonna go too overboard with this. I just want to make a quick connection. And I didn't even see if this thing has water. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. Oh, by the way, just a quick note before I end this episode. In the cinematic shots, you've seen a lot of people coming out of the stadium. We had a match recently, which we have lost, unfortunately. So yeah, I just wanted to share this little detail with you because I knew there would be a lot of people asking for this in the comments. Okay guys, but that's gonna be it for today. I know that today was kind of a anticipated moment for many of you, and I hope I was able to meet your expectations. And for that, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like, it really helps out my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow the development of this city. If you have any suggestions for things that I should build in the future, leave a comment. And finally, if you want to connect with me on social media, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching guys, and as always, have fun!